Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Lisa Huber, and you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, where we bring spiritual and metaphysical awareness from the heart to the public. And it's my pleasure to introduce my very dear friend, Lisa Roney. Lisa can uniquely channel messages from your higher self, spirit guides, and angelic realm to help clear karmic patterns, soul contracts, and chakra alignments. Welcome, Lisa. Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. It is so good to be back. So,
We're very happy you are here.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. I did want to start off this week when I was at my Muggle job that I love to call it. I was sitting there going through the store, and the young gentleman that works with us, he was talking about Mother's Day, and I'm like, you better remember to get your mother something. He was actually, I lost my mother when I was 15. So when we were sitting together at break, and I was having a conversation with him, I was like, because he knows, who I am and what I do, and he sat there, and I'm like, I want you to remember that just because your mother's not here, you cannot celebrate her. And celebration of other people's lives when it comes with our, when I do receive the channel messages, it means so much. They know when you do those special things for them during the holidays or their birthdays and everything, your ancestors that have moved on or your loved ones. And it means a lot. So even on Mother's Day, do not forget, include your mom if you've lost her. Trust me, she's there. She enjoys, visiting with you as well. So everybody, please, let's celebrate all of our moms that are here and passed over on Mother's Day.
I love
And I've
that.
got
Thank
Kuma,
you.
who's now Kuma is very excited now. Sorry, guys.
You want to tell them who Kuma is? I don't know if they can. I know they're going to hear him. Oh my
We
God, I
do.
love Kuma.
If you Kuma is our he's about a year and he's not quite a year and a half old. We adopted him during COVID, and he has been with me on my whole journey so far with the Divine I Am. Before I was an energy practitioner here, and he meditates with me. He goes everywhere with me. He greets me at the door when I come home. But he is this beautiful, beautiful dog that we are so lucky to have. And he's as big as a horse, but his name is Kuma, and
He's
it's
huge.
Japanese for bear because he is an Akita, and he probably weighs about 110 pounds now, and he's about 14, 15 months
Oh
old.
my
So,
goodness. I didn't realize he
and
was
he's
that big now.
beautiful.
Oh my goodness, Lisa.
Oh, yes, and he's learning his manners, and he knows his strength, and he's trying to. He plays rough with Papa, but he's nice to Mom, so
They
we're
know. They
good there.
know.
And he hasn't jumped, and he hasn't ran out the front door too many times lately. Where I'm literally, because he has a 15-foot leash now for that reason, so he doesn't take me with him when he sees something he wants to play with.
Oh,
So
I'm so glad. And I'm glad he's gentle with you. I had an incident the other day.
he's
A dog came to our house and I tried, he got away from me 3 times. And the last time he pulled me down and I smacked the street so hard. But yeah.
yes,
Oh, that's
he's
good. He
very
is just
gentle with
gentle.
me, and he'll probably be a close to a good 200-pound dog by the time it's said and done. But
Oh
he
my
came to me for a reason. We saved him, and he's mine.
Oh, that's
Humbug.
beautiful. Well, I wanted to welcome in. I see Claire joined us in the feeds. Welcome, and Tina and Bev. Yay, Meredith. And I see Julie MC, and Julie B, and Kennedy and D. Excuse me, guys. Okay, and Kate's here. Yay, and Myra, Tina, and D. And in Clubhouse, we have Leanna and Dolores. Sorry, guys, I got to break out my magnifying glass. Did you bring your bike? And we have Omera. Welcome. And let me just check. Let me just close this out. Oops, sorry, guys. Bear with me. And Laura and Camille, Michaela, Jeremy, Thierry, Vanessa, Sian, Rosa. Yeah, and oh my goodness, Rachel, Laura, Julie B's in Clubhouse, Flavia, and Katrina, and Mamie. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, guys. We're gonna send you an invite up. I hope you receive it because I've had some people say they're not seeing that invite to speak up. So, sending you guys invites, and we are getting ready to start the show. We were gonna play our game where it's called. What would you like, Tom Lise? Here, Rach.
It is. You are being selected by the collective,
Yes.
and I
So
love it.
yes. So if you receive a reading, I'll just give you a number that I see across all our feeds. All our feeds are Clubhouse, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook. And how, depending on how many people are in the feeds, I'll give you a number. you pick that number and that person gets a reading. So stick around if you receive a reading, guys, because we're going to ask you for you to select someone for us. We greatly appreciate you being here, and we hope you will share out Lisa's live wherever you can. And if you feel so inclined, we'd love it if you could subscribe and hit that notification bell. And ready to start the show, you and Kuma?
Kuma's good.
Wonderful.
He is.
Let me check in with
Let's
Leanna.
roll.
Leanna, are you there from Canada?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay! Thank you with helping us with our tech. We greatly appreciate when you guys do that. And I also meant to say, if you're in Clubhouse, could you please type permission in that chat box on the bottom left? Just type in permission, and that lets me know I have permission to share you on a broadcast, because this will be all across our platforms on our podcast as well, and I need your permission. So if you could do that, I greatly appreciate it. So Leanna, Lisa, Leanna.
Very nice to meet you, Leanna.
You as well.
Okay.
And
all I need you to do is, I just need you to take a big deep breath with me, right into your heart center.
Okay.
When I first step into your energy, Leanna, it instantly goes to this really, really calm, almost white, yellow color. It's more of a golden. And it's the color that's kind of working for you right now. They're saying that this is new energy. And when they're saying new energy, they're saying she's really coming into some new energy right now.
Yep.
And when I mean, they're showing things like speeding up, like there's like a lot's going on. And yeah, they got a lot of energy. Hold on. I got to turn my chakras down a little bit because, boy, they're yelling at me. When you're moving into this new energy, they're wanting to talk about manifestations, which is a good thing because today is a really actually great day for manifestations anyways. And when I was meditating before I came on, I could feel Archangel Ariel with me. And because she was reminding me to remind people, hey, let's feel that energy of our manifestations. But that's exactly where they want to go. They want you to think about dreaming bigger. It's like giving yourself permission to have that bigger dream. And that's where they're at. It's like you're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to do the fun stuff. You're allowed to go on the vacations. It's like I feel like I can do this when this happens. And then, something maybe for yourself gets pushed back a little bit, like when I get to do this, when I get fit through this situation. And they're like, nope, they want you to write it down. It's like etch it in stone. They're like literally etching it in stone. On this day, I'm going to do this, and to proactively do whatever steps you need to do to reward yourself with whatever you've been putting off. They're like, no, enough's enough. It's time. It's time to really put the self-care onto yourself, because they're moving straight. It's like because I go through energy. I go through your chakras the way I read, and because they're going straight up to your heart chakra, and they're saying, no, it's time for self-care. And when they mean by self-care is like, you've got to allow yourself to be happy. You have to allow yourself to, to want and to know that these things can happen, because it gives us that hope that we need. And that's what they're talking about. They're like, her heart chakra and your heart chakra does. It's moving very well, by the way. It's like you're really clear there, but they were like, but love yourself more. And that's the real message that they want to get across to you today. It's like, it's okay to love yourself more, and it's okay to put yourself out there a little bit more for you. So that one was all about self-care and work on your manifestations, because boy, they're right there. It's like it's knocking on you, and whatever you have been wanting, they're like, it's just like right there at the surface. It's like right there. You scratch a little bit more and it's gonna rise up. So whatever you're working on, it's soon. So I hope that resonated with you.
Yeah, 100%. I've been working with I just met my spirit guide. One of them anyway, the last week. So I've been working with them. I can feel them. I know they're here.
You have three. You have three. You've got one that's taken the front, and then you have two behind that. But behind the two are there, you have your ancestors are there as well. And they're even saying too, they want you to vocalize like the things that you're wanting, like to say it. I've always said it. All right, universe, today, I need my spiritual support team, and I specifically tell them, I want help. I want these things. I want to see these signs. But your ancestors they're all waiting to kick in. They're like excited. They're all back there waiting. It's like, it's about time to step forward. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, they're there. They're waiting for you.
Yeah,
It's exciting. You're coming into your own. It's exciting.
I've worked really hard at
Yeah.
my own personal development, and then attaching to my own gifts that I have, because I can get messages too. So it's just all about trust.
Yeah. And that's when they went into it. That's what they were talking about, like going into your manifestations, because it's so much easier when you deal with yourself and, when you clear out that energy that you've been holding on to be able to look forward to those manifestations. And that's exactly where you're at in your journey. So that's beautiful. Keep working on it, girl. You've got this.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Leanna. And if you're just popping into Clubhouse, I just wanted to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We're happy you joined us. My name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to the lovely and extremely talented Lisa Roney. She's live now on that link that I have pinned up above, the YouTube link. And we're playing a little game called You've Been Selected by the Collective. And I'd like to ask Leanna, could you please pick a number between 1 and 16?
13.
13. Yay, let me just check here. And by feeds, guys, that just means everybody on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Twitch. Then they'll go and pick a number and we'll go back into Clubhouse. Let me just check. We have Myra. Myra, congratulations. Come on down. I'm going to pop her number. Whoop, wrong one. Let me see. Myra. I said Myra, but where did Myra go? Myra.
Hi, Tina.
Let me just check again. No, it is Tina. Tina, I apologize, Myra. I did click on Tina. Tina, it's you. And I gotta switch that. Oh, Myra. I'm gonna have to go back to you, honey. Let me just it's Tina. Tina, did you
make
have
sure
that?
she gets
Yes, we will make
sure she gets a reading. Yeah.
Tina said, I would love a message, please.
Okay, Tina, I just need you.
That.
I need you to take a deep breath into your heart center with me, and that's it. Just take a deep breath. When I first step into your energy, I really do feel I feel like this almost velvety black and red, like it's energy. I feel like the black is energy that used to serve you a purpose and it doesn't serve you a purpose anymore. And if you're okay with it, I'm going to create and release a little bit of energy to help finish letting that go. If you want to, say yes in your head. If you don't even worry about it. And it's all the way down and they're into your root chakra. And that's where they want to start. They really do. They're starting at the bottom and they want to go up. But when they're down in your root chakra, they do want to talk about your grounding. Because it's almost like, I feel like I'm half connected. Kind of like I'm stepping forward into my, what I want. It's almost like the tiptoe dance. It's like, is spirituality? Yeah, maybe. And I pull my foot out of the water and it's like, and they're saying it's like going through a hard time and adjusting to it. And they're saying like you're finally like turning a corner. It's like you're finally turning this corner. But when they're sitting there saying, but like, stepping into your own is where they're really leaning towards. And they're like, throw your shoulders back, put your back up straight and keep walking forward. And it's like, you're going to get to, it's one of those reminders that sometimes the journey is the biggest part of the whole experience. Sometimes getting from point A to point B, the experiences that we happen in between there, that is where the real lessons are learned. And that's where they want you to be. They're saying we can't skip over certain subjects, because you need to learn these lessons. It's like, you need to have these experiences. And they're like, but once you get through it, it's like the next time you come across that hardship, you're going to go, oh, I got this. And it's like that changing into that. It's like, what am I learning from this experience? Or what, okay, now I see what the universe is giving at me. It's like, okay, I said yes to this and now I have this consequence. Now I remember, I'm not going there again. And they said, but all those journeys and all those things that happen to you, that's the real purpose. And they said, and hold on to that because you are, and they're saying, she is moving forward. And that is what it's saying. And when I mean they're saying she is moving forward. And when you do, they want you to pull your shoulders back with your back straight and just completely go. And they're like, because once you get through that block, and I feel like it's almost like a block, like the same thing a minute ago. It's like, I can't have this until I handle this situation. Like, nah, you just need to move past that. And it's like, whatever's blocking you or stopping you, you just need to say, no, I'm done, and keep moving forward, because that is where you're at. I really do, Tina. I hope that resonated with you. They were like, stand back, stand firm. You've got this. Keep moving forward, because you are like that close to the end of your goal. Because I do feel your energy shifting in the next, I would say, June, like not quite beginning, like almost middle of June. I feel like you're coming into this bigger energy shift. Like you really can feel it swinging your way. So I hope that resonated with you, Miss Tina.
Tina did say, I've been on this journey a long time, but I feel blocked. But
Yeah.
like you said, and then she said, okay. And then as far as resonating, she said, yes.
Yeah.
And then she said, thank you so
much. And I feel like that block, I feel like she is like, she's going into this block, and it's literally just like not taking a choice. It's like, nope, I'm working through it. It's there. So she's right there. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate you being here.
She said, yes, it does. Thank you. And Tina, would you mind giving me a number between 1 and 13, please?
We got a little bit of lag time.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens with Facebook, but I like it.
There we go. She said number 3 in the clubhouse.
Awesome.
Number 3 is, let me pull the refresh. Laura, are you there? Laura in clubhouse?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome back, honey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm working and listening.
Wonderful. Oh, I got Tina's thing on there. Well, this is Lisa, Laura, Lisa.
It's very nice to meet you. I just need you to take a big, deep breath into your heart center so I can easily connect with you. When I first step into your energy, boy, they are giving me this green. It is like green. But they're saying this actually is feeling a lot better for you from some of the energy that you've been dealing with just recently. And I mean by recently, I feel like the last they keep saying 13. So I don't know if I want to go 13 months back, or what they're saying. But they said that, but the energy you're moving into now, it feels lighter for you. It's going to be a little bit more. It's like taking that big, deep breath and letting go, and feel like you lost 20 pounds when you did it. That's what the energy, that's the description that they're giving me with your energy coming into it. And that green, it's pretty, and it's moving. Hold on. I'm letting it go just a second. They're coming up. They're going in between your heart, your high heart, and your throat chakra. It's kind of like bouncing back and forth with the energy and stuff like that. And they're saying, because it makes me want to think that it's the resonating towards, like, you have something you want to say, but when it's going back down to the heart chakra in between the high heart and the heart, that it's somebody that's particularly close to you, but you've been holding something back, like talking and stuff like that. And they said sometimes, it's not always best. And I'm going to say it. And I know there's another energy practitioner that works in here too that feels this way. Because they're exactly what they're saying to me is sometimes things need to be said, but we need to be reminded about the timing with it. Because just because it might help you and help with yours, that it's not quite right yet. Like the person that you're speaking it to isn't quite ready to hear the message. There's half the energy practitioners of the way they believe it's like, it's for your personal gain, your development. But I feel like this is somebody that if you said it, it would hurt you. And they don't want, and they're said it's not time for that yet. It's not time for that to go forward. They're like, hold it back just a little bit. And you're going to know, like when you walk into that next energy phase that you're going through, you're going to feel when that person is ready for that connection. And it's like, it's that person. It's not on you. It's like you've been doing the work with it, but it's this person over here. Hold on. Because they're going up, because they went straight up from here. They skipped the third eye, and they went straight into your crown chakra. They're like, you have some energy that that used to serve you a really good purpose, but I feel like it's like holding you back a little bit. And they're saying with the connectivity and stuff like that, because I feel like it's up here and they're blocking off on my right ear. So it's kind of like deafening my sound at the moment. And they're like, it's all connected. And they said, just turn your, there's like, you have that divine source in you. Everybody does, but they're saying she has that divine source in her. And they would like, they show it to me like in radio dials. It's kind of like you tune it in this one and then you move over and you tune on this one. And it's almost like a radio dial. It's like, you're not quite there. They want you to be a little bit more in tune with yourself and stuff like that. And once you get in tune with yourself, you're really going to feel a lot more freer there as well. It's kind of like this, and in your base chakras, they're going to be finally connected. And it's like when you have to get up through here. And I know you're on Clubhouse. So when I say up here, I'm sorry, I'm in the camera, and it's like up within your crown chakra. But they're going forward, and they said in the summertime, they're saying this energy shift that you're coming out of, the one that is working for you, like this lightweight jacket on you, you're going to come into a different energy shift in July. But I feel like you're going to get a lot of information. Like you're going to be a lot more awakened with the information that's coming to you. You're going to see the signs, because they're saying she gets it and she's going to write it out. It's like, you're going to write it out. So I hope that you have a good journaling practice and stuff like that, because they're showing me like how I receive downloads, like when I receive the messages and stuff like that. And it's like, make sure she's writing everything out, because it's really important, because you're going to think of it later and you can be able to go back and reference to it. But I do feel like you're a little more intuitive than you give yourself credit for, and listen to it because they're there. I hope that resonated with you. I really do. Miss Lisa.
Oh, is somebody? Yes. Is that Laura?
There? I hope so.
I'm not sure. I heard an echo, and I might have muted you, Laura, and I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. But I hope. Yeah, I'm not sure we're on stage. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us, honey. Sorry about that. I heard an echo, and I might have muted you, so I apologize for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Myra, because I feel called to bring up Myra because of that. So let me just bring her up. Myra says, and then we'll come back in the Clubhouse. Would love a message.
Okay, Myra. So I'm taking a big deep breath with you. Myra, when I first step into your energy, I'm getting this really beautiful purple color, and it's almost like this violet. Like I want to see an iris it's a beautiful iris that's got the two shades of like the lilac with the darker purple in there. That's the color, the colors that are working for you right now. I feel like I have a younger part of me. I have a lot of energy. I feel like I have a younger gentleman that has stepped forward. Like I said, I always say I get mediumship messages, but I'm not a medium. But I do. I feel like I have a gentleman, and he's coming on my right side, and he says he's been talking to you through your right ear. It's like he's showing me. He's like, I'm talking to her. I'm on her right side, and I keep talking to her in her right ear. He said, I feel like it's I want to feel like it's a recent loss, but it's not like, it wasn't like 2 months ago. I feel like it's a little farther back. Like I really feel like I do. And they're sitting there saying, because he's telling me about, he was like, you remember when you felt like, I remember what it felt like when I lost my best friend, and I was upset if I didn't feel, like if I was happy, and I would like, instantly feel guilty. And he's talking about that part of the grief that goes through the process and everything. It's like, don't feel guilty that you have to live your life. And he goes, because that's exactly what he wants you to do. It's like, I feel like he's telling me you need to live your life. And when he's doing it, he's showing, it's like, he's like breaking out. It's like, don't hold back. Don't hold back. He goes, because so much good's going to come. So much good's coming out of the situation. It's like so much good will come out of the situation. It's like sometimes we don't always see the clear path, and sometimes it does take a little bit of time. And when I mean, he's saying time, because I keep feeling like 2 years is what I feel like. He's like, sometimes if you just give it a little bit of time, he goes, other people's hearts are going to start to heal. And, you know, and that's the other thing too. It's like, it's like, find a good medium. They're saying like, find a good medium. Like, cause I feel like somebody in your circle that's connected with this young man, I feel like they're the ones that need their heart chakra healed. Like they're the ones that need to know that the messages are coming through. They're the ones that he's, you know, it's not just you that he's sending signs to. I feel like there's so many more that he is, like, you're all connected with. And he's like, because he's like, look for those pennies. It's like, you know, pushing the pennies across the table and stuff like that. Look for those little things. He goes, because he's there. It's like, if you like, I feel like bedside table. I do not know why, but I feel like bedside table. And I feel like it's like he's trying so hard and he's moving things. And he's like, he wants you to notice it. Like, look, when I go to bed, it's right here. And when I woke up, it's over here. He goes, because he's right there at the side. He's right there at your side. And the other part is like, don't think that you're not moving forward without me by you. It's like, don't think that I'm not trying to open the doors up, the possibilities. He's like, he's making sure that you see the doors that are being open. And because he keeps pulling that open back, it's like he's trying so hard to create these opportunities. Well, Miss Maya, I hope that resonated with you. I
Myra,
really do.
She just asked, do you know who that young gentleman could be? And then she said, yes, I always find coins.
He's coming to me young. And I mean, that's what I feel like when I mean by young, I mean, I feel like he's 20s and 30s, but he's showing me what he feels like he would best connect to you with. Like you would remember him that way, and the coins and stuff like that. Cause I feel like he's pushing the coins and stuff like that. Well, I do. That is awesome.
Yes, it is. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad we came back to you, Myra. I just felt like, no, we got to bring Myra back up. And I just asked, Myra, could you please give me a number between 1 and 16? We greatly appreciate it, honey. And let me just check the feeds. I'd like to welcome in Charles and Shadney. And I hope I'm saying your name correct. Jazly. Beautiful name. Welcome to Roxy and Paul and Fire Dream and Joya. Welcome, everybody. If you just tuned in on Clubhouse, you're listening to Lisa Roney, and she's live now on that YouTube link above if you'd like to check her out. And she said number. Let me just pull to refresh in Clubhouse. Dun, 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 drum roll. We're playing You've Been Selected by the Collective. If you receive a reading, then they pick a number. And it's been a lot of fun, guys. Number 11. Let's see. Kate. Kate's the lucky winner. Hey, Kate.
Yay.
And I kid you not. It's like she was in here yesterday. I love it, Kate.
Oh, thank you. So great to be here. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. Hey.
Thank you, honey.
Hey, Kate, I just need you to take a big, deep breath with me, please, right into your heart center. When I first step into your heart, when I first step into your energy, they're not even giving me colors. They're going straight up to your third eye. And I mean, they're making it a really, really, really blinding light on me. Like I could see, like if I was standing outside with my eyes closed with the sun at me, they're just making it where it's almost blinding. Like it's right there. So when it goes straight up into your third eye, they're showing me that you really are highly intuitive. And there's like, she's really highly intuitive, but they're also talking about pulling it back. Is it okay if I create and release some energy there for you? Because I feel like you've got a little bit there that needs to go. If it is, just say yes in your head. You can just receive the energy.
Yes.
And they're saying that they really are. They're all up in my head. Like they're making it where it's like I cannot see. They're making it where it's hard for me to hear. And they're coming down and making it where it's hard for me to speak. It's like all this energy. And they're showing it's like it's all right there. Okay, Miss Kate. I'm just gonna pull some of it back. They want to talk about the journey that you've been on, and that's what they're really leaning towards. It's like you've got all this energy like you're holding on to. At the same time, I feel like you're really gone on this journey of learning who you are, and it's showing me it's like, that part of who you think you know who you are, and you get this, this idea of going, and then we feel like we know who we are in our 20s and our 30s. And then we feel like, oh, it's so completely different in our 40s. And they're saying she's going through these pivot points. And it's like you're feeling that energy, like, again, when you were in high school, or you felt like that energy when you were a little bit older. And it's like they're refreshing you. It's like they're throwing you back these memories, and they're filling you back with that energy felt like at that point in time, because they want you to remember this. They want you to hold on to this, because they're wanting you to see the growth. And that's where they're at. There's like, look where you started and where you were when you first started your journey of finding who you are, and to where you're at now. It's like that voice is coming, and I can feel it, because it's like that voice is coming, and it's like, hold on, because it's a lot of energy. But they're sitting here saying, when I get up and through there, it's like all of that's coming, that journey and everything that comes down, because now they're calming that energy down. Thank you guys, you got your point across. But they're also going in, and they're sitting here talking about your ears, because it's like you have all this psychic energy like all up in your face, and it's like all through here, and it's like she can push forward too. And they're telling me that it's like she can push forward. It's like, and they want you to lean into it more on your daily life. It's like, use what they're giving you. Like, use it, because it's like you can see the signs. You're driving down the road and you're talking about Sir Lancelot, and then you look up and you see a sign for a cancel that says, oh, go visit Sir Lancelot at I don't even know what the name of that restaurant is where they javelin and stuff like that. It's like they're sending you the signs, and that's what I'm getting. Like, it's like you're looking over and you're looking at a billboard, and you're getting that ping in your head, and it's like that's the signs that they're there with you, and they're sending you the information. And it's like, look for those signs, because that's where it's coming down. It's because you need that validation. That's what they're saying. It's like you need that validation. That's like you're sitting here saying, I want to know about this, and I want to know about this, and you're like checking all the lists down. Or they are giving a lot of energy. I'll turn my chakras down for a second. There, I got them to quiet down a little bit, because boy, they're deafening, because they're sitting there saying they want you to know. It's like you have your guides, and I feel like you have two really strong guides that are with you a lot, but you have one that kind of like steps in and out. It's like when you need them, they're jumping in there, like tag me in, coach, I got this. And I've got one that's stepping in and out. And then you have your family behind you. It's like the ancestral part of it. And I feel like they're the ones that's kind of like holding back a little bit. It's kind of like they're waiting for you to say something before they come into the picture. It's like, is she ready? Is she ready? And it's like, oh, she's ready. We're getting ready to punt the ball. And that's what I feel like. But they are giving a lot of energy. I know, some days. Because now like I get the hiccups and stuff like that. Boy, it's like, they're working through that, a lot of it. But that also is signs for me too, to know that you've worked a lot of energy within your body.
Yeah,
because I can feel that. I can feel like the energy that you've worked with, like within your body. It's like she's been doing the work, so I get to feel everything you've been feeling, and that's a lot of it. And there's like, that's a lot. It's like that's processing a lot. And you just graduated. Is that what you said?
I said I'm just grounding.
Wow.
Grounding.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're letting you know that the intuitiveness is there, and it's like turned on, and it's like almost deafening. And they're saying it's not just the grounding that goes with it. You can tell them to turn things down. Like it's all with intention, like when you meditate and stuff like that, because I feel like all this energy is coming up into your central system, and it's like literally deafening my ears. And it's like, you can control that. You can tell them, like, even like when I tell your guides, it's like when they're bringing in too much energy on me, it's like, hey guys, I need you guys to turn it down just a bit, because I'm not quite understanding. But I feel like if you're able to get in there and control that a little bit, you're going to feel so much more information coming towards you. But they want you to continue to work on your own intuitiveness, your own grounding and stuff like that. Because when you go back down into your second chakra, that's where I can see where you worked on your energy a lot, because it's not full of junk. It's not, it's like you've got some energy down in there, and there's okay, she's worked on this for a while. You're holding, and they're showing she's holding on to a little bit yet. It's like you're not quite ready to work with something, like some part of your life, that some energy you're holding on to. It's like that one's going to be the last one. And they're like, that one's going to be the toughie. And they said, when you're ready for it, they're there for you. And they want you to know that they're there for the journey the entire time. So I hope that resonated with you. And if you ever email me, if you ever want some good, tips and tricks, how to get the things to calm down, and I'll send you over some good information, because they are throwing a lot of energy at you.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah.
Oh, yes. You're very, very welcome.
Thank you, Kate. And Kate, can I ask you, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7.
Number
Let me
7.
check. And for those of you just joining in, I saw on the feeds, welcome Soul Scribe and Angel Divine and Matthew. Matthew joined us. Welcome. Kennedy, I'm glad you're on the feeds as well. I've been trying to send an invite up to you, honey, and it's not letting me for some reason again. So I just want to let you guys know that. I don't know what's going on with that. But let me go into number 7 and see who that is. And it's Kennedy. I love it. Kennedy says, "Hi, Lisa. I found a place to move to, and I was trying to see what the next step they want me to do in regards to it, because I don't want you to ruin it." LOL. Thank you in advance. I'm so glad it was. Thank you, Kate.
Good.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Okay, Kennedy, I just need you to take a deep breath with me and just feel it into your heart center. Instantly, when I, because I had your question, and when I was thinking you're taking that big breath, instantly it just went green. It did. It went green. It was like the yes, no for me is simple. Red, it's like we're playing red light, green light here, but they're instantly saying yes, that you're going in the absolute right direction of where your next step is. But they want to talk about something else too. There's she's got a lot, because they're sitting saying you've got a lot of things going on, because I could feel the emotions coming back and forth, stuff like that. I feel like you're scheduling things. It's like, okay, I'm here at this point, and now I've got to work on this project or this project. And that's what they're like. I feel like you're doing a lot of scheduling. And they said, sometimes I just wish that she could pull it back a little bit and just pull it back. It's like, don't forget the you time. And that's what they're saying. They're like, literally reel it in just a little bit and make sure that you're doing that you time. And they're in there when you're doing that you time and stuff like that. It's like, it's okay. And they're like, it's okay to sit there and, slap yourself on the back a little bit. It's like giving you that pat on the back. It's like, you've really worked hard. And they're showing she's really worked hard. She's going through the motions and she's going through the steps. It's like, you've been on this journey, and it's like, you didn't hop out of line and try to cut to the beginning. It's like, you've been on this journey, and you knew that it was going to be a journey. You knew what you were going to have to do to get through it. And you actually took every step that you needed to take. And when you did it, you felt good. You knew you weren't cheating. You would cheat yourself if you went, the easy way out. And you said, and you're absolutely right. You did it 100% the right way. Take the steps, do the journey, because the journey is always, always, always the answer. And that's what they're saying. The journey is always the answer. All those trials, all those things that you had to step over and didn't think you could get through is leading you to this point right now. And and it's beautiful. But I hope that resonated with you, Miss Kennedy. And I am so glad. So green light on what you're doing with the move.
And can I just say how wonderful that was? I couldn't bring Kennedy up on stage, but Kate picked Kennedy. Spirit, I love you. I love how that works.
Spirit knew it had to find a way.
That's right. And Kennedy, I just put in the feeds. I don't know if you saw, but could you please give me a number between 1 and 13? Greatly appreciated, honey. And Kennedy says, thank you. And she said 4. Going to pull to refresh in Clubhouse. Dun, da, da, da. Let's see who lucky number 4 is. Michaela on Clubhouse. Are you there? Michaela? Well, it looks like she might be on the phone. It's got that little red thingy.
It's got the little red thing.
Yeah. You know what? Let me just pull to refresh again. I'll ask again. Michaela, are you there? I think what I'm going to do is, Kennedy, if you're still there, could you please pick a number between 1 and 12? Please. I greatly appreciate it, honey. She
I
might
like
only
how
have-
she spells her name too.
I do too. You know what? I'm going to
I
ask
like how
you,
she-
Lise, would you mind doing us the honors? Because you might have had the
Yeah, I got you. So between what's the numbers?
1 and 12.
We're gonna go with lucky number 9.
Lucky number 9. Let's see. That would be Katrina. Katrina, are you there on Clubhouse?
Yes, hello. Here.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh, so happy to meet you, honey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Just loving your picture, honey. Oh my goodness, love your hair. Love your
Okay,
hair.
I can't see her picture or her hair,
I know,
so you have to give
all the time. I know that. Well, anyway, it's just beautiful. I love it. Katrina, Lisa, Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. Can I just get you to take a big, deep breath with me, please?
Yeah.
When I first step into your energy, I get this really, really beautiful gold color. And I mean gold. I mean, it's like the connection is coming down because they're showing me your pillar of light at the same time. They're showing me how the connection is there. And they're like, nope, she is moving past the 3D. She wants to move into the 5D. She wants to stay connected. It's like you're doing your, you feel like you're on your life's purpose. It's like you're on your life's purpose. And that's what they're feeling like. It's like she has done what she's needed to do. She's cleared out the junk. She's moved forward with her energy. And it's like, but you still have, they're like, she's done so much healing. Sorry, guys, puppies. They do control this house.
That's the truth. I know what you mean.
All right. So when I'm down in there, you've got a lot of energy moving through you today. So I'm going to calm it down for just a second. And then when I get in there, when I'm asking, it's like, what next best steps, next best steps? And they're sitting there saying, they want you to actually step back. They're showing me the bullseye. It's like, you've got a situation that's in front of you, but you have like if you go to the ring outside of it or the ring outside of that, you're able to look at it from a different perspective. And they want you to walk around the situation and make it to where you're looking at things from a different perspective. It's like, sometimes you really do need to look and maybe visualize what's going on through the other person's eyes. So maybe you can get a better understanding. But they're saying once you get out there and you see that part is that better understanding. And that's where they really are at. There's like, she has this beautiful part of who she is. And so then if you can step back and look at it, and then when they're saying that beautiful part, it's that beautiful pillar of light that I see within you. And when you're able to step back and look at through another person's eyes, you're seeing how you can share that part of who you are within you with them. And that's what they're saying. Like, you being you, bring their energy up to you. Don't go down to theirs. They're saying bring their energy up to yours, and you really will enjoy this a little bit more. It's like you feel like sometimes you have to tone it back, because they're saying like she feels like sometimes she has to pull it back, and they don't want you to. They just want you to be really authentic. It's like, be authentic, be yourself. Like keep moving forward on who you naturally are. It's like, because that's the part of you that is the beautiful part to share. And that is just the truth. It's like, gone through the journey, you're not sidetracking. They just want you to step back, look at it within other people's perspectives, and see, and be able to visualize. Because once you're able to visualize with them, you really can share that beautiful part of who you really are. And that's why you're here. And I appreciate it so much. And I hope you resonated with that. Kuma, calm down.
Woo, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Katrina. And could I ask you, would you mind picking a number between 1 and 10?
Number 8.
Number 8. Thank you so much. Thank you, sweetheart. I wanted to say welcome into Anita in the feed. I just saw you pop in, and Julia in Clubhouse, and Cosmic, and Susie, Roxy,
Kuma.
Here, Kuma, and Malai. Thank you for joining us, guys. In Clubhouse, I just want to reset the room. My name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to the wonderful and extremely talented Lisa Roney. She's live now on that YouTube channel link pinned above. And if you guys haven't subscribed, highly recommend if you'd like to. We have a lot of beautiful energy practitioners that come on, like Lisa, that offer up a free hour of their time throughout the week. So we hope that we'll see you back again, whatever platform you're on. Please hit that subscribe button and notification bell, especially. We do keep the calendar of events there. And Lisa Roney's contact information is listed on underneath the video. You can reach her at her email at readingsbyroney@yahoo.com if you'd like to connect for a one-on-one. So let me go back in and check to see who the lucky winner is.
Yay!
Soul Scribe, congratulations! Come on down. Glad to find you on YouTube.
Oh, hello, Soul.
Welcome, Soul
Is
Scribe.
it my turn?
Oh, are you in Clubhouse too?
Yes, I am.
Yay! I love it. Yes, it is your turn too, honey. Katrina,
All right.
Welcome.
Hi, Soul. Hi, Soul. Will you please just take a big deep breath into your heart center for me? When I first step into your energy, I get this really beautiful yellow that's working for you. And that's where they're starting at. They're going all the way down. And when they're going all the way down, they're into your root chakra and into your solar, all the way from root to solar, about kind of back and forth. And they said this really beautiful yellow is something that works for you. And they're saying it's what's working for you. But they're also showing that you do have a little bit of energy down within your root chakra. Is it okay if I create and release a little bit of energy? Just say yes in your head if you want it. If not, you're okay. It's energy that you're holding on to that used to work for you, but it's just not serving you any purpose. And they're saying it's like taking space up, and that's what they're talking about with the extra energy. It's like it's just taking space up that you can put so much more good in there. It's like it's not serving you anything anymore, and they really would like for it to go down. It's like let it release it back to Gaia, let it go back, return as love. It is like there's no reason to hold on to that energy anymore. And that's a big one. That's where they're at with you. Their message with you, and I hope this does resonate. Their message with you is letting go. And they're sitting there saying it's like holding on to some of that stuff like that. All that does is build up within yourself. And they're showing it's like, the uncomfortableness of like when we store energy into our joints and different, the different parts of our energetic body and stuff like that. They're talking about that letting go. And it's like you've been in this process of letting go and moving forward. And they said you just need to finish letting go. It's like when you're going through it and that memory pops up and stuff like that, and process it then again. But it's okay. It's like grief. Like when we pull grief out sometimes, because I have been through a lot of grief. But when you pull grief out sometimes, the way I've handled it, and it works for me, and this is what they're wanting me to share with you, it's like I look at it, I can be sad, and I can sit there and say, okay, this really does hurt, but I can't stay in that energy all the time. I used to stay in that energy a lot more, but it's okay to know that you're sad, and it's okay to know that you're struggling, and it's okay to know these things, but they don't want you to live there. It's like you're not going to stay there forever. It's like pull it out, experience it. You remember you're human, and it's like, okay, it's time to put it back on the shelf, okay? Because we have to continue to move forward because nobody wants us to be back here with that struggling energy. And that's where I feel like you've been through this and you have been letting go, because when I get into your second chakra, I could see, because manifestations for me are always in this glass, mixing bowl, like the mixing bowl, because I can see where you've worked down a lot of your energy. I can see that you've opened yourself up to receive and to have those manifestations. And that's where they want you to be. That's what they want you to do, because once you're clearing that out, it's like, in yours manifestations, the way I visualize it, it's like you've been writing them down, folding up the little piece of paper neatly and putting it in the bowl, and you've got all these little different colors of paper and everything that's going on. It's like she's neatly thought about this, and she writes it down, and she, it's like she's almost putting it in the compartment. Like, I get to manifest you at this point, or I get to have this manifestation later. Like, don't forget how exciting it feels like when you know you've worked on something, when you finally get that manifestation. It's like with every reminder, feel that happiness, feel that smile all the time, because that's what real manifestation is. The real manifestation is that you created it. It is yours. You own it. You do it. And they are just, when I mean standing behind you, like cheering you on, like you've got a cheerleading squad, because they're all back through there, and they're sitting there saying, like, we're here to cheer her on. We're here to be her support system, and reminding you to ask for it. It's like, I can feel Archangel Michael here, because he holds space. It's like he's holding space for you too. And he wants you to know that. It's like he's holding all this space for you to be able to be who you want to be. And that is, well, like I said, I hope that resonates with you. So, and I do have a beautiful, beautiful journey, because you're on a good one, hon. Lisa.
Soul Scribe, are you still there?
I am still here. I was taking it all in. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate
You're welcome.
this.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. And thank you for, I saw you. I'm like, oh, you're on there too. When I hear you guys talk, I love it. So I just wanted to say welcome in. I saw Lizzie just joined us on Facebook. Soul Scribe, would you mind giving me a number between 1 and 12?
8.
8. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. And I real quick want to say, guys, I see you guys still on the feeds. I see Jan and Claire and Bev, Julie, MC, D and Meredith and Angel, Divine, Anita, and Lizzie. Welcome. I do see you guys. So let me go to, let's see. Fire Dream. Fire Dream, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm excited for the weekend. And thank you so much for joining us. And this, let me just make sure real quick. Okay. All right. Fire Dream. This is Lisa. Lisa Fire Dream. I'm gonna.
Hi, Fire. I'm gonna pop in. My power is flashing, so everybody keep your fingers crossed. I'm watching it going. We're having power surges. I should be good, because I'm on battery. I'll be able to be battery operated for a little while. All right, Fire, just take a big deep breath with me. When I first step into your energy, I'm just going straight down into your root chakra. You have some energy there. Is it okay if I do create and release a little energy to get your root chakra moving a little bit?
Yes, please.
Okay. I feel like it's some old energy that used to work for you, but you're kind of holding on to it. It's kind of like you didn't want to let go of that feeling. It's almost like the way they're describing it to me, it's like you were at this part in your life and that energy felt really, really good, and you don't quite want to let go of it, but you're moving into something else. That's what it's the energy. It's like, God, it used to work for her, but she just doesn't understand that this next level that she's coming into is going to be, you're going to feel it so much more. There's like, get really creative, and they're like, it's really going to blow up. It's like, you love where you're at, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm coming into this new part of me, and then it's like, okay, but I really like where I was at. And they're like, no, they want you to, when you're hitting those, what I call when your ceiling, what you're reaching for becomes your floor. It's like, that's you, when you've reached that level up, they're saying they love that you keep leveling up. It's like, they love that the work that you're putting into it, but it's like, but she holds on. It's like, oh, that felt really good. But no, they really want you to hold on to it. No, embrace it, let it go, and move on to the next one. See where they go next, because they're really going from all the way down into your root chakra, and they're going all the way straight up into your third eye, and they're going straight from here all the way up. And it's like, they know, it's like you have this perspective of straight in front of you. They're saying she's a lot. There's black and white, and there's not a lot of gray in between. And they're saying sometimes you can be really, really serious that way. And it's like, these are the rules. We're going to follow them. And if it falls in between here, it's just not going to work. And they're saying that part, sometimes when you do that, when you're not living in that gray, it feel like you're losing a little bit of the life that goes into it, the excitement that goes into it. And that's where they don't want you. They don't want you there. They're saying they really want her to be able to continue to put that best foot forward and feel a little bit more free, because they're going back down into your heart chakra. And they're saying, let it spin, let it go free, let her enjoy. It's like, let her have those moments. And I can feel that. It's like, let her have those moments. And when they're talking about those moments, they're talking about, it's also the freeing of yourself, the self-care, that's the leveling up, and it's something, and feeling good within yourself. And when they're going back and they're really like moving all this energy over into your heart chakra, and you guys can hear that power.
No.
When they're right in there into your heart chakra.
Unplug it.
And when they get right into that heart chakra, they're saying she needs to have more self-care. She does. She needs to have a little bit more self-care, because then you're going to open up a little bit. And I hope that resonated with you. I really do. Miss Lisa?
What?
Yes, most definitely. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
How are you with the power? Do you think are you gonna lose it?
No, I don't think so. I think we're holding on.
Okay. Did you want to do one or two more readings? You let me know.
Yeah, we can keep going. We can do a couple more.
Wonderful. Let me just ask, Fire Dream, could you please give me a number between 1 and 9?
I'm feeling the number 9.
9. Thank you
it.
so much. Let me pop on in. And I have D on YouTube. Yay! She says hi on both platforms again. Thank you, D. Thank you. Are you in Clubhouse, D? Is that you? Is that you, Dolores?
Yes, it is.
It's Dolores. Hey.
Thank you for being here with us, honey. This is D or Dolores, and this is Lisa.
Very nice. Could I just get you to take a big deep breath into your heart center for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something? D?
I was just saying hello, and then my dogs got a little rowdy on me.
Oh, you too and your dogs. She knows.
Hey.
I know.
There is no judgment when it comes to the dogs, because you guys you hear more than you probably want to sometimes. But, he's right here hanging out by my feet. Okay, just take a big deep breath with me, please. When I first step into your energy, boy, it just like calms down. Like the last couple of people when I've stepped in, it's like real high energy all the time. Boy, they pulled it back down for you. They're saying, no, she's the one that likes to sit back and look. Like you're watching the things going on and you're paying attention. And that's what they're saying. It's like, she's always paying attention. Like you're seeing, you really do use that perspective a lot. It's like she watches it, she sees the scenarios, and then she makes the judgment call of what she wants to do. So you're not acting too fast or rash right now. And they like that. It's like you're able to put the thought process in, but they don't want you to stay too long in that thought process. It's like you're able to look at a situation, make the judgment call, and move forward. They said because sometimes that you'll stay back and you'll linger in an energy that just doesn't need to be lingered in, or put too much energy into a situation that doesn't need it. And they said, and that's a part of your journey. And they're going, yep, that's what she's doing. She's kind of going through. It's like, oh, I've been going through this karmic pattern. Okay. Now, but you're seeing the awareness. You're seeing when you're going through the situation and it's the same situation with a different story behind it. And it said, now it's coming into her awareness. And it's like, it's coming into her awareness. And when you get there, it's like, oh, now I see. Now I'm learning that lesson. Now I understand why I've been doing this. And then you're able to go into that next, that next lesson and everything, you're able to go, oh, okay, I'm here. What am I supposed to be learning from this? And they're saying that is a really great thing for you. It's like you're looking back, you're looking at it, and it's like, yep, I'm going to learn from this. Yep, I'm going to keep moving forward from this. And they really, really, at this point in time, they like it, but they're going up into your ears. And I almost feel like it's like deafening into it because I feel like it's bouncing back and forth between my ears. So it's like the telepathic part of it, because it's like I feel like you almost have like this telepathic, with somebody else in your life. Like me, it's my oldest. I know even during the lives that he's texted me, like, hey mom, what are you doing? And stuff like that. But I feel like you almost have this like telepathic communication with somebody in your life, and they really are listening and saying, because that one's special. And they want you to know that that person with you, that's somebody special that has come back with you over and over and over again. And you guys keep creating these lives together, and you keep creating these beautiful memories together. And that's a nice thing. Keep it. And I hope that resonated with you, Dee. I really do. But you're learning from this experience, and they're just really, really happy that you're taking it in a positive note.
Yes, I relate. And when you talked about the telepathic connection, it gave me chills, and it made me emotional. So, oh God.
Yeah. Well, this person that you're doing this with, I mean, you guys have been together before. It's like, because when they do it, they instantly show me in my head, my symbol that I get for the Akashic records. And they said, you've done it over and over and over with this person. It's like, you guys keep, like, in this lifetime, you're learning lessons from their experiences. And maybe in the next lifetime, they're learning lessons from your experience. And they're showing me how you guys really work well together. So it's a beautiful thing, Dee. It really is.
It is. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lisa. Much gratitude and love.
Hey, Dee, I'm sorry, Lisa. Dee, do you have a room in Clubhouse? Because I wanted to say, guys, I was in a room with Dee, and she did some amazing readings herself, and I just wanted to pop that out there real quick.
Lisa. Yes, I do. I actually have a room tonight at 7.
Oh, awesome.
An intuitive art room. So we go through a quick meditation, and then we tap into our creative energies.
Oh my goodness,
that is awesome, Dee. I'm going to have to come find you.
Yeah, you do. She's amazing too. And I think, if you don't mind me mentioning this, do you study under Matthew or work with Matthew?
I do. That is my mentor.
Yeah, I love him. I love it. I love it.
I love listening to Matthew's lives. I really do. I was so disappointed because he was really getting good. And I mean, right at the beginning the other night when the tornado sirens, I was like, man, I'm going to miss Matthew's live. He's a very, very talented man.
He's another energy practitioner on our channel, guys. And again, if you just popped in, I just want to say you're listening to Lisa Roney. She's live now on all the platforms we have. I hope that you'll hit subscribe, notification bell, because again, tomorrow we have another energy practitioner coming on that's doing tarot astrology, and it's going to be amazing. So she's amazing. Absolutely. Tarot Lynn. So thank you, Dee. Let me just check real quick. Do you let me know? I could keep going. Do you want to keep going, or how's your battery?
I can do one more. I really can.
Okay. Dee says, thank you. I appreciate all the amazing messages. Oh, love you, honey. So let me just go back in and see who we have. It looks like I asked for people to type love in the feeds. And I know Dee was just in the feeds, and that's where I went from. So maybe we should go back to the feeds, even though you were in Clubhouse. Dee, would you mind picking a number between 1 and 8? Hello, Dee, you still there? Dolores?
Yes, number 8.
8, wonderful. Thank you so much, honey. Let me just go check. And the lucky person is Anita. Welcome, Anita. Anita says, love a message.
Love a message. Okay, Anita, I'm going to take a big deep breath.
No, chill.
Anita, when I first step into your energy, I really get this beautiful, beautiful green color. And it's almost like a seafoam green. It's like the color of the water when I go and paddleboard. And they're saying it's so calming, so calming. When I'm in there, because I kind of like sitting in your energy for just a second. It felt pretty good. So, but when I'm in there, when they're talking about it, they want to go down into your root chakra, and they're saying that you've been holding on, and there's like she's holding on to this. It's like she's putting her foot down. It's like almost like when you're walking about, and it's just like when you're walking with purpose. Like each step has it has a defined moment of hitting it, and that's what they're showing. It's like it's almost like fighting back on this hammer. But they really would like for you to sit there, and it's there because they keep going back to your grounding, It's almost like you feel like you're hitting when you're trying to get your grounding. They feel like it's almost like hitting and hitting and hitting. And that's not the way. You really, when you're connecting, they want you to have this beautiful moment of this nice, like when I ground, it's like I can feel it. I can feel it, just my energy moving back down. It's got this beautiful flow. Right. And I feel like it's almost like you're just hitting it so hard, like you want to happen and you want it to happen right now. And they're like, don't forget the work. Don't forget the journey. And that's where they're at. It's like it takes time. It takes patience and it takes practice to get to where you want to go. And that's okay, because all of us started, it doesn't matter what you're doing or where you're at. It's like we all started somewhere and you want it so badly. But they're saying because you do want it so badly, that is why you're going to succeed. That is why you're going to make it. But don't forget, you can't get to the end at the very beginning because there's so many lessons in between. There's so much part of that journey that's important. But they're like, she's going to get to the end. She's going to get there. Because when I do, they're showing me you leaning back. And when you're leaning back, you're looking over your shoulders, showing you're, like proud of yourself, of the accomplishments that you went through. And they said, and that's where they want to keep you at. They want you to stay right there, knowing that you're moving forward with a purpose. And that purpose is what really is going to serve you well. But you're doing the work, you're getting there, and it's going to be great when it's over with. So I really hope that resonated with you, Miss Anita. I really do.
I'm going to check in the feeds, and thank you, Anita. Let me just check. And guys, I just want to say again, if she said wonderful or wonderfully.
Good.
I love it. Thank you, Anita. And I just want to say, guys, if anything Lisa's saying resonates, I highly recommend reaching out to her. You can reach her at ReadingsbyRoney@yahoo.com. Because I know you said you're working on a page, but you can reach her there.
I am.
And you can. They can also. You told me they can get you through Facebook if they want to reach you.
Yes,
there. Okay.
I'm one of those people that I'm pretty much an open book. It's one of those things.
I love it about you.
You can always send a friend's request. It's no big deal. But I do get a few every once in a while. Like, not you, not today.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
today, thank you. But I hope everybody had. I hope if you didn't get a reading today, I did meditate. I hope any message, if you resonated with any message today, it was for you. Spirit works that way. They make sure you hear what you need to hear. So until next time, everybody.
Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that. And that goes for replay watchers and podcast listeners. Yep. Please know that if you hear a message and it resonates, take that, put that in your pocket, because it is meant for you then, because you popped in at that time. And I just want to say thank you so much. We're so very grateful you joined us, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, notification bell, and more importantly, contact Lisa if you feel you'd like to do a one-on-one, because I'm gonna have to reach back to you again. I just love hanging out with you, Lisa, and Kuma.
And Kuma.
Can't forget Kuma.
He's down there. He was being ornery. He decided he's done. It's nap time. But until he sees me take the headphones off, and then it's like, it's party time, Mom. Where are we going?
I love him. So everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If we don't see you tomorrow back on the feeds, hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hope you come back. And so much love to you all. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. Love you. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.